that you need to learn and earn. My name is Grace, and as usual, we have our unusual and masterful trainer. Trashit, it is always such a pleasure to have you here, and your willingness to impart the information that you know is invaluable. So thank you, and I turn over to you.
Thank you, Grace. It's always an honor to be on the panel alongside you and before this wonderful people who are a part of this global community. Once again, welcome everybody. And Grace, can you please make me your co-host before we begin? So welcome everybody, and this is of course a Fed Friday education call, and it's a master training on one of the finest, one of the most rewarding, and one of the most sustainable product or the project that has been recently launched, and which is creating history impact. So let me ask you, how many more opportunities would you need to be successful in life? Maybe career-wise, maybe financially, maybe in life as a person. How many opportunities do we need? Sometimes it's only one chance. Sometimes it's only one opportunity that can entirely transform your life. But unless and until you make a decision, you encash that opportunity, it's not going to happen. Many people, they work upon every opportunity they get, and of course, one of them is highly successful and they make the most of it.
Recording stopped.
Just a minute, just give me 1 minute.
Recording in progress.
So ladies and gentlemen, what I mean is 3FO has turned out to be a massive opportunity for many people. Everybody is getting onto this. Everybody wants to be a part of this, and everybody wants to encash this as an opportunity. The reason behind it is it is very simple. The project itself, it's sustainable, rewarding, and it is 100% passive. If anybody would like to be that. But for affiliates, it's one of the most rewarding system. So tonight we will bring more clarity on 3FO as a project, as a compensation plan, and along with that, we will also help you understand the next big thing that Chavez has introduced on 3FO. Those are sub panels. So stay tuned till the end of the session because it's going to be very, very exciting, and it's a sort of eye opener for everybody. So let me ask you, are you ready? If you are, let me begin this master training with the next gen affiliate OS, that is 3FO. So first of all, we will very fast, very precisely, we will go through the entire compensation plan, and let me help you understand the project again, so that we can establish the ground for the next discussion, that is the sub panels, which is again going to create so much hype and so much value in the entire ecosystem. So ladies and gentlemen, 3FO is the affiliate OS operating system. For the first time ever, affiliates, those a part of affiliate industry, network industry, they are getting an ecosystem, sustainable, rewarding, and very self-sufficient. Powered by Web3, it deals absolutely in Ethereum, not any coin or token. It's in pure Ethereum, and only one single package of value, $500. Of course, that is in Ethereum on base network. You get 3 products absolutely free for the first time: LFG, buy, and LquidPay choice card. But the main catch here is 100% passive yield through Alpha AI. But what is Alpha AI? That we are going to discuss later on in the second part of the presentation. And along with that, I will also share tonight some amazing testimonies, some amazing results of Alpha AI. Stay tuned. Just for the introduction's sake, Alpha AI is the engine behind 3FO. We are providing through Alpha AI passive yield to every member of 3FO. And this yield starts the very next day you subscribe to the basic package of $500. It is absolutely passive. That means you don't need to recruit, you don't need to refer to be eligible to claim this yield. And this yield is being provided by Alpha AI and also the other systems that are a part of the global ecosystems. But Alpha AI will soon be available as a product, as a platform to the entire community. But it will still take about 5 to 6 more weeks. But before that, 3FO is already here. 3FO is already creating history, and 3FO is already providing 100% passive yield every week. So 3 products absolutely free. Along with that, you get Alpha AI yield access, and this is something $5 every week. So it is backed by a diversified DeFi strategy yield, a fund that is being managed by Alpha AI, and it is a total value delivered. You have utility products, you have lifetime access, and you have weekly yield. But for how many months, or what is the period you will receive this? So with Ignition Pack, $500 worth, everybody receives an earning in passive yield of $5 every week until you make 2x of your ignition pack. So that is until you claim $1,000 worth in Ethereum on base network. So by default, everybody gets 2x, and the yield starts every very next day, but paid every week. All right. But many people, many crypto enthusiasts, in fact, want to gain Ethereum today, want to make the most of Ethereum today, because everybody knows in about 3 to 4 years, Ethereum is going to appreciate. It's going to maybe 3x to 4x in value in times to come. These are the projections, right? So if anybody would want to add additional yield to the ignition packs yield, they can subscribe to Alpha Yield Plus pack. These are like add-on pack, of course, $500 worth value, and each add-on pack, you can have multiple add-on pack, and each add-on pack from the very next day, it will give additional $5 every week along with your initial ignition pack. So let's say you have ignition pack, you're getting $5 from this. Then you add on 1, you get $5 again from the new pack. Add on 2, you get $5. So you are now claiming $15 every week in Ethereum. So you are now accumulating as much Ethereum as you want. So you can decide for yourself how much weekly is sufficient for you, and you can increase as many Alpha Yield packs as possible. All right, and this is 100% passive. Then here comes BTCC. So Chavez, everything, in our system, in our ecosystem, it lands on BTCC. So of course, Q3FO has to incorporate BTCC, and with this, we all are getting 2 additional benefits. First of all, if you buy an ignition pack, your maximum claim is 2x, right? And this comes from $5 every week, right? But now with the additional functionality of staking BTCC, I'm again repeating, it's staking of BTCC, not depositing, not investing, it's staking of BTCC. That means whatever you are staking as of now, once you claim your maximum benefit, you are going to get back that number of BTCCs, all right? So if you stake $500 worth BTCC in 1:1 ratio, 1:1, how it is compared? $500 worth ignition pack, $500 worth BTCC. So if you stake 1:1 ratio BTCC, $500 worth, you now claim 3x. This is first benefit, and your yield also increases to 6.25 every week. So this is almost 1% every week. This is almost 1.25% every week. Okay, but if you would like to add more BTCC, so the ratio is 1:2, that's the maximum you can stake BTCC, and you get 4x claim now. So from $500 ignition pack, you are claiming $2,000 worth Ethereum on base network now. That's your maximum claim. Your claim has increased, and you get a faster yield, more yield every week. That is $7.5 every week. So for the first time ever, BTCC is giving you a value, that too in Ethereum. One of the use cases was to buy DeFi products. 40% BTCC can be utilized in BTC20, of course. But now with this, Ethereum is in fact giving you BTCC is in fact giving you a yield of Ethereum. And that's a huge benefit of BTCC. All right. So many things are happening for the first time on Q3FO. And for that reason, Q3FO is creating histories. Okay. So I hope this is very clear to everybody. And of course, with all the additional pack also, you will require, additional BTCCs as well. So once you have ignition pack, you have staked BTCC with that ignition pack, maybe 1:1 or 1:2. Then if you are adding another pack, Alpha Yield Plus pack, so you will require additional BTCC to match the staking. All right. So this was until now 100% passive project. No referral, no network required. You claim 100% passive yield, maybe 2x or 3x or 4x, depending on your BTCC staking. Okay. But this is an operating system for affiliates. So here for the affiliates, there is such a powerful compensation plan, which can help you claim these benefits, 3x or 4x or 2x, maybe even in a day, maybe even in an hour. It is possible. And I'll show you how. All right. So there is a Q3FO unilevel income plan, which is, I believe it is so simple. And for that reason, it is going to be so popular. So we have a 15 level of generation plan. So generations, as we all know, there is a hierarchy, grandfather, then father, then son, then grandson. So there is a hierarchy in family as well. So here also there is a hierarchy. That means there are 15 level of compensation. So anyone you refer directly with your referral link, they are at your first level or at your first generation. Then as they refer someone else, that indirect partner is at your second level. Then that indirect partner at second level, when he refers somebody, that member is at your third level. So this is how your 15 levels of business network of members across each levels are calculated, and you are being compensated for each and every member that gets into your 15 level of network. But there is a condition. You are to qualify this 15 level. And how do you qualify? By having a number of direct partners. So there is a specific condition that if you refer at least 2 direct partners, you qualify for your first level. That means from second partner onwards, any third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or maybe 100 partner that you would refer directly on your first level, you are entitled to 10% of the package value. That is 10% of 500. That is $50 from each sale. If you refer 3 direct partners, then you qualify for second level. That means anybody who is getting onto your second level from your direct partners on your second level, you are entitled to 5%, that is $25 from each sales. And this will continue with 20 direct partners across 15 levels. And if you are doing this, if you are qualifying this from across 15 levels, you get 1% to up to 10% of commissions of sales. And that is at least $5 to maximum $50 across 15 levels. And this is crazy. Why? Because as you start building your network, as you start inviting your direct partners, they in turn starts duplicating you. They refer their partners. So maybe if you refer 2 people, they refer their 2 people, it's 4 people on your second level. And when they refer their 2 people, it's 8 people on your third level. So a simple duplication of members, it can grow so massive. And I'll show you the numbers. So just imagine, just consider 5 direct partners which you have introduced. You straight away get 10% commission. That is $250. From 10%, it is $250 on your first level. Then these 5 refers another 5, their respective 5s. So on second level, you have 25 partners, indirect partners, and you get 5% from each sales, and that is $625. So how many people you in fact worked with? Only 5. But this in 5 in turn referred another 5, and it is 25, whom you might not even know. Then these 25, they refer 5, it's 125 on your third level, and that's $2,500 of level income to you. This 125, when they refer their 5, it's 625. So can you see this is getting exponential? And as you go deeper into the level, this gets crazy. This is just a 5 partners duplication on this table, which is illustrated. And this is in total something around $78,000. And as you start growing your network, as you start empowering your downline, your direct partners, and they in turn duplicate, it gets so crazy. $62,000 from 325 people whom you don't even know their names or you have not even seen them. This is the true power of affiliate marketing. This is something that can create generational wealth. But for this, you need to structure properly. You need to empower your team, because everything is coming from fresh sales. If sales are not happening, you don't get. So this becomes so powerful. So if you qualify 5 levels, there are 325 people. And just imagine if these 325 people, when they refer their respective 5, you are getting 15,625 members at your 6th level. And 3% coming from this, $15 coming from this. This is $234,000. Can you see now? Can you guys realize how powerful this is and how insane it can be if duplicated in a very systematic manner? Then there is builder's income on yield, for which there is no qualification criteria. Only you need to qualify your levels, uni-level income, and you automatically qualify for this builder's yield income. Now you are earning weekly yield. $5, maybe $6.25, maybe $7.5, you are earning weekly, and your team is also earning weekly. Now, because of your dedication, or because of your leadership, because you were able to bring your network live, you are being compensated with builder's yield income. And from each partner who is claiming their respective weekly yield, you are getting 10% on your first level. In a similar manner, if you have qualified for second level, everybody on your second level who will get their respective weekly yield, you are getting 5% on that amount, the total amount. So let's say on your first level, you have 10 direct partners. Let me choose Notepad. So let us say that you have 10 direct partners on your first level, and each is claiming $5. So that's total $50 of distribution, and you are getting 10% on this. That means this is $5 to you every week, isn't it? Now, these 10 partners, let's say they introduce their 10 partners. There are 100 partners on your second level, and even they are claiming just $5. and this is $500 into 5%, right? So that's $25 to you every week. And do you know what's the best part about this builder's yield income? It will never ever reduce for you. Every week, it will only increase for you. Because one way or the other, every day, someone will get into your network. Of course, if you are building your network. If you're passive, then you don't get to share any builder's yield income. But if you are building your network, if you are an active leader, if you are really good with networking, so every day, there is one or the other member who will be starting their weekly yield. So every week, you will see only increase in your builder's yield. It will never ever decrease. Because new members and new 3FO members will always get into your network. And if they are claiming weekly yield, you are going to get your builder's yield income. All right. So this is builder's yield income. Again, this is very, very massive and crazy. The last part, it's a rank rewards, rank 1 to rank 10. And we have a certain qualification criteria for this as well. But the best part about this rank rewards are in tune of $16 million. And they are not even included in your 3x, 4x, or 2x. So these rewards are additional to what you are claiming through your passive yield, through builder's yield, or level income. So $16 million worth rewards to be claimed from this compensation plan. So how does this qualify you to be entitled to $16 million? So there are R1 to R10, 10 ranks. Each rank you need to qualify with certain criteria. First of it is you need to have active direct partners. Second one is you need to have team volume. Third is you need to have a specific number of active members in your entire network. So direct partners, of course, if you aim for level income, you will automatically qualify for this. So for R1, you require 3 direct partners and 30 active members in your entire network. Okay. But you also require 15,000 of business volume. But this specific volume should come from your 3 most powerful teams. So let's say you have 10 direct partners, and let's say you have a total business volume from your entire network, maybe $50,000. But there is the condition for qualifying ranks. That means you need to have specific volume from your 3 top selling teams. So the system will identify your top leaders automatically from the sales. And the first 3 top leaders, their volume will be considered. And if they have qualified the ratio of 40, 30, and 30%, then you can qualify for first rank. So $15,000 should be spread across your 3 active partners in ratio of 40, 30, 30. That means 6,500 here from the first, leading partner, 4,500 from your second, best team, and from your third best team, 4,500 business volume. So if you fulfill this criteria, 40, 30, 30 from your 3 best teams, and you achieve $15,000, in that sense, you qualify for rank 1. And rank 1 is the most easiest. Then for rank 2, you require 45,000, 4 direct partners, and 75 active members. For rank 3, you require 5 direct partners, 125,000, and 200 active partners. And from rank 4, the strategy changes. Because until now, you were requiring specific business volume, but from rank 4, you don't require volume. You now require leadership in your team. So 3R3, only 3R3 can qualify you for R4. That means in your entire network. Not necessarily it has to be your direct partners in your network. When you have 3 R3s, you qualify for R4. Without your leadership, without any R3, at least 3 R3 required. Without 3 R3s, you cannot qualify for R4. So this is a condition which specifically has been included to boost leadership. And same is the condition for R4. You require 3 R3. And sorry, R5, you require 3 R4s to qualify R5. You require 3 R5 for R6. You require 3 R6 for R7, 3 R7 for R8, and 3 R8 for R9 qualification. But when you see R10, this is a very special rank, and it requires 4 R9. So the strategy is pretty simple. You choose your 3 best leaders. 3 best leaders who can follow you, who can duplicate you. And if they duplicate you, they in turn will get their 3 best leaders. So this 3x3 strategy, or maybe 4x4 leadership duplication strategy, will help you qualify for ranks and even help you achieve them faster. And it reduces your headache, your work, because now you don't need to focus on a number of leaders. You only need to focus on your best 3 leaders. So the strategy is pretty simple. It is you, and you choose your best 3 first, 1, 2, and 3, and then you also choose one of your 4th best leader. Maybe later on also, focus on three first, achieving first rank, second rank, third rank, fourth rank. And then as you build your network, you will come across more good leaders and you will find your fourth best leader as well. So focus on this four leadership and build strongly under them. And same duplication, they find their best four. Okay, but also you need to have 16 more direct partners. Once you have 20 direct partners, you don't need to worry about your 15 level qualification, because if you don't have direct partners, even if you are building team under you, it doesn't benefit you. You won't even qualify your third level, fourth level with just 4 direct partners. Of course, third level you will qualify, but fourth level you can't, because for fourth level you require 5 direct partners. So it makes no sense building team under many levels if you don't have direct partners. So work simultaneously, focus on getting at least 20 direct partners once in a lifetime. And the duplication in your team should be 4x4 leadership. Okay, so this is the best strategy, and this is how people or the leaders already have been achieving ranks, qualifying for all the ranks. So this is something very amazing. And the plan is very simple, it's very unique, it's very simple to get into the system. And for that reason, it is gonna be very, very viral in days to come. The leaders who realize the potential of this kind of business income, they are encashing it. And you can see from the broadcast, every day, a new rank leader is being introduced. Certain terms and condition, very simple. For ranks qualification, 40-30-30 ratio is required. For rank 4, you require 4 active legs, 5% admin fees on all withdrawals, 2x, 3x, 4x can be your maximum claim depending on your BTCC staking. Okay. It makes no sense in having multiple accounts, so don't try to manipulate the system. Keep it simple, one account, build under it. 16 million of praise rewards you have to claim. You don't need complex structures. You don't need so many leaders. Just focus on your best 4, build under them, help them achieve ranks. You will automatically qualify for higher ranks, right? So very simple compensation plan, and I hope this is clear to everybody. And if this is clear, now the biggest question: how is it sustainable, or is it really sustainable? Giving 4x, 3x claims, is it sustainable? So let me give you some technical know-how of the system. Let's do some basic maths. So this is in total 46% of distribution, and this is one of the biggest liability. 46% you need to distribute in the network, right? But understand this 46% needs to be distributed only from the fresh sales. If the sales are not happening, then the system doesn't have any liability. So 46% in total, this is the level breakdown, and this is being distributed only from the fresh sales. So whenever a 500 pack is activated, 46% goes across this 15 level, and right now, not many members have even qualified for 20 levels. So this is the initial phase where the management or the company will retain most of the volumes, and it is not possible for everyone to achieve 20 levels. So even that way, this is sustainable. The system will still retain good amount of volume for revenue generation. Okay, then on ranks, let us consider 5% from the sales. 5%, and if you see the exact calculation, that 5% is justified. So total 50% is being distributed into the network. 50%. But with the terms and conditions and the qualifications, company or the system will still retain most of the volume, at least in this initial phase where the system is just has been launched. And whatever is left with the management or the company, they are investing into Alpha AI, and they are generating revenue from this, along with other projects like Pi, LFG. From there as well, the management, the company is generating revenue. And if we see the passive distribution, it is at the max 6%. Right? And it is, I believe, in crypto or blockchain space, it is very convenient to give away 6%, and that is only to the passive members. For affiliates, they will claim faster through the fresh sales from the 46% distribution. So overall, if you would analyze this compensation plan, it is very sustainable. Okay. Then we have Alpha AI, the AI native financial brain, the first of its kind. And do you want to know how crazy this is? Let me show you.
So next update on Streamless. I got Streamless, I think that.
Okay, let me introduce. So Chavez and his team are already testing Alpha AI. They are already working on Alpha AI. These are some of the demonstration. These are some of the actual transactions which Chavez and his team have done with Alpha AI. So Alpha AI, in simple terms, is a platform which is giving indication signals for the next potential coin or token that is about to hype, about to grow in value. So here, Chavez, in one of his transaction, he has made $2,500 from just $50. And
So next update on Streamless. I got Streamless. I think 30 minutes ago I made 32%. Let me show you my swap. So if we check, I swapped 10:32 Dubai time like 30 minutes ago, and I made 33% profit on Streamless. My target with Streamless coin was to make 2x and
this is
exit,
next day.
and now I've made my 2x. This is $203, $204. So technically I've made 104%. I'm going to sell my Streamless coin. I'm not greedy, so I'm going to make a small trade and exit. Okay, 105%. So if I would have put like $1,000, I would have made $2,005 by now. So I've sold. Done. This is how you make money with Alpha AI. So guys, one more update. I bought Red Bull at 11.05 for Solana at $50. I bought this coin for $50, and now it is $2,530. See, in how long? So 11. So in 1.5 hours, I made like 2,000%. No, $50 turned into $2,500. Now I'm going to sell before sleeping because I don't want to keep these tokens with me. I'll sell it and sleep. Guys, just finished.
So there are many, So we were until now talking about 3FO, and now we are talking about Alpha AI. So what are we actually selling? So 3FO is the core. This is the main product, but Alpha AI is soon going to be introduced as a platform. It scans 50 blockchain networks and 100 DEXs to identify next potential coin or token, which can generate this kind, which can appreciate to this kind of value. And it uses AI. But this platform, Alpha AI, it's not going to be free. There is going to be a subscription cost to it. Only then you will be able to access the platform, and there will be certain terms and conditions as well. And you will require additional funds to create portfolio on Alpha AI. But you can subscribe, you can avail Alpha AI for free. So just limited to first 10,000 subscribers on 3FO, they will enjoy exclusively free access to Alpha AI. So there are many who are waiting for Alpha AI, but it doesn't make any sense. Alpha AI will still take 6 to 5 weeks to be launched as a product for community. Of course, the team is using it, but for community, it has to be, the UI, UX all needs to be fixed. It will take some time. Until then, be a part of 3FO. Even if you are passive, you will still have yield, which is going to credit every day, although paid weekly. Then it has an affiliate structure with which potentially you can earn to the limit what you can explore this or exploit this maybe. So be a part of 3FO, create your portfolio already with Ethereum on 3FO, and then enter Alpha AI. Even for anybody who is passive, they can be a part of 3FO, earn some yield, and they are getting free access to Alpha AI, and there maybe they can recover their initial deposits with 3FO, right? So it makes no sense in waiting for Alpha AI. And nobody is selling Alpha AI right now. Be a part of 3FO first. You will automatically get with the Alpha AI. So this was one part. Now the second part, which Chavez introduced recently on his Wednesday call. He is bringing additional benefits to 3FO. At least for affiliates, there are surplus advantages. But now with the new introduction of sub-panels, this is going to be crazy for passive people, passive members. So what Chavez described last Wednesday was sub-panels will be introduced into 3FO. So what are these sub-panels and what are the advantages? So we know through the compensation plan, what we have discussed, that there is a $500 ignition pack. So even if anybody wants to subscribe to sub-panels, then they need to start with this 500. And the sequence is going to be same from sub-panel 3 to sub-panel 9, sub-panel 9 to sub-panel 27, sub-panel 27 to sub-panel 81, and from 81 to 243. You cannot straight away subscribe to sub-panel 243 or 81 or 27. You need to follow the chronology. You need to follow the sequence. All right. So everybody starts from panel. That is $500 worth ignition pack or maybe add-on pack. It doesn't matter. And the 2x, 3x, and 4x claim now. I have explained it well, right? So with equal value of BTCC staking, that is 1:1, you claim 3x, as well as your yield growth factor also increases, right? From $5 to $6.25. And with 1:2, that is $500 ignition pack and $1,000 worth BTCC staking, you claim 4x. And your yield growth factor increases. That helps you claim more every week, $7.5, right? And depending on the current value of BTCC, so as of now, it's 121. So with 121 value, you require at least 4.1 BTCC, at 0.2 BTCC for 1:2 claims, right? For $500. But then there are sub panels. So if you have already subscribed to panel, you can now subscribe to additional panel number 3, that is worth $1,500. And this $1,500 entitles you to even faster yield and more yield. No, just faster yield. More is not possible. It is 3x or 4x, that is the limit, but you get it now faster. So without BTCC, the yield growth factor is 1% every week. But with BTCC staking 1:1, your yield growth factor increases with every sub panel. So just with 1:1 staking, now you are claiming on sub panel 3 1.5% every week. That's 78% annually, and that's $22.5 every week. So maybe if on panel you are at 7.5, if you are at 7.5, now let's say you have staked 1,500 BTCC, $1,500 worth BTCC. So now you are getting additional $22.5. So both your subscriptions, the panel and the sub panel 3, are now active, and you are getting 7.5 as well as 22.5. Let's say you have staked 1:2, that is $3,000 worth BTCC for sub panel 3. So now you are claiming 26.25 every week. So 7.5 and 26.25, that's your weekly yield now. Okay, in similar manner, now you have subscribed to panel 3, now you can subscribe to panel 9 as well. So 4,500, again, without BTCC, it's 1%, but with 4,500 sub panel, you are now claiming 1.75% of 4,500, even with 1:1 staking. And if you stake 1:2, that means $9,000 worth BTCC. You would claim $90 every week. That's 2% every week. So your yield has increased, and that's how you will claim faster compared to just a panel, right? So now you are getting 7.5 from panel, 26.25 from sub panel 3, and $90 from sub panel 9. And in a similar manner, you can subscribe to all the panels. So that's a total of $182,000 with 1:1 BTCC or 1:2 BTCC. Always remember, the 1:1 or the 1:2 will be based on the amount or the value of the sub panel. That is, if you are subscribing to panel 243, that means you will require for 1:1 $121,500 worth BTCC. And if the value is 121, then that's 1,004 BTCC to you that you will have to stake. And if you are going for 1:2, that means you will require the double of this. So that's a $243,000 worth BTCC. So that's 2008.2 number of BTCC if the BTCC value is 121 as of today. But if the BTCC value increases, then you will require less BTCC. And so whichsoever panel you have subscribed, you will get yield from each and every panel or sub panel. So if with the max BTCC staking and the highest subscription, you are claiming almost $5,085 every week. Okay, and you are also, if you are good with network, you are also claiming your level income, your builder's yield income, and you can see 182,000. Its 3x is 546,000, and 4x is 728,000. You will still claim 4x, right? You will still claim 3x with 1:1 staking, right? And this you can claim even faster. Your yield yield has already been increased in numbers, but with level income, with affiliate income, with everything on the affiliate side also, you will claim this faster. So again, if you are a networker, if you have leader, if you have community, if you have team, this can be a very, very rewarding system for you. And with the panel introduction, the first thing that is going to impact is BTCC's ecosystem. Imagine $243,000 worth BTCC will be required, and there are going to be many who would require BTCC. So BTCC will run short in the market very soon. We believe so. Okay, so if you have now understood sub panels, let me introduce to you something that has never ever happened in affiliate industry. Chavez brought even more exclusivity with a loan offering. We call it hedging, and it helps you subscribe to higher panels with an added advantage. So by now that the panels only work in a synchronized manner. And that means if you have bought a panel, then only you can subscribe to panel 3. You cannot straight away subscribe to panel 3, and you cannot straight away subscribe to panel 27. You need to follow this hierarchy. Okay, and you by now know that each panel you subscribe, there will be a weekly yield depending on your BTCC staking, right? So that is sorted, right? So now what Chavez is offering is an interest-free loan for everybody. And this loan will come from the 50% value of your existing subscription, maybe panel or sub-panel, to purchase the next sub-panel. So for example, let's say you have subscribed to panel with the ignition pack, right? So right now with $500, you are getting maybe $5, $6.25 or $7.5. So your current yield is working. It is being credited every week, right? And you will claim maybe 2x, 3x or 4x, depending on your BTCC subscription. But as you have subscribed to panel, there is an option for you. It is not compulsion. It is an option that you can avail a discount. It is not a discount. In fact, it's a sort of loan from your existing panel's subscription, half the value, 50%. So you can avail $250 of discount on your next subscription, that is $1,500. So you pay only $1,250 to subscribe to sub-panel. But this is actually not a discount. It's a loan being offered interest-free. So how will you pay this loan? You will pay this loan from your existing subscribed panel, right? So you are maybe with 2x or 3x or maybe 4x, right? You were supposed to claim $1,000, right? $1,500 and maybe $2,000 depending on your BTCC staking. Let's say you did not stake BTCC, so you will claim only $1,000. So from this $1,000, from your weekly yield, this $250 will be deducted, and you will get less here. So you will claim only $750 a year. Okay. Similarly, here also you will get $1,250, and here as well you will get $1,750. Why? Because you already took a loan to purchase your higher sub-panel. How does this helps you or gets you to an advantage? So this is being paid from your weekly yield. That means you don't need to pay it upfront. And as it is from your weekly yield, you are either going to claim 2x, 3x, or 4x. That's the profit, max profit. And from the profit, if you are able to procure a loan upfront, then this is an advantage, right? In a similar manner, with panel 3 subscription, you can now subscribe to sub-panel 9 with a discount of $750. Not discount, it's a loan, which will be paid from the subscription of panel 3. And from panel 3's highest claim, you will get $750 less. And similarly, you can go to higher panels, you can avail almost $30,000 to $50 worth loan, which all can be paid from your respective yields. So that is something amazing. $182,000 worth benefit. Of course, you are going to get 182,000, 3x, 4x, right? And you actually paid less, 151, 250. So this is going to be implemented from next week. So fasten your seatbelts, grow massively, refer people, invite your teams. This is going to be crazy. And for all those who are holding on to your dear BTCC, please wait until some time. It's going to create so much benefit to you. It's going to bring so much additional appreciation to you. So that will be all from the training side. Thank you so much. I hope this would have brought clarity on 3FO, and let the panel be introduced next week, and we will have next session entirely on panels and how everything is organized and how it is structured. All right. So I will give you rest of your week. I mean, here it's already weekend. I will wish you all the best for your weekends. Thank you, everybody, and over to you, Grace. Grace. Okay. So I believe Grace will take some time, and meanwhile, from the next week onwards, the roster is changing. So on Monday and Tuesday, we still have master presentations. On Wednesday, of course, it's a community call by Chavez. Then on Thursday, especially, now we will have another presentation. Okay, and 3 different presentations by 3 different leaders. On Friday, it will still be master's training like we have today. It's going to be fed. On Saturday, it will be onboarding call. Okay, for new members, but the time has now been shifted to 7 p.m. UK. So from Monday to Saturday, 7 p.m. UK, and US, of course, 7 p.m. Your local time. And on Sundays now, we will have the live Q&A session, and it will be at a special time of 9 p.m. UK. Why? We have made it now convenient for US and UK, both the community members, to join this live Q&A panel. So the live Q&A panel have now shifted to Sunday support calls, and it will be at a special timing of 9 p.m. UK. Okay, so of course this roster will be announced on official channels as well, and this will be implemented from next Monday onwards. And for tomorrow, we are having onboarding call, and it is still at 3 p.m. UK. But from next week onwards, it's going to be at 7 p.m. UK. So stay tuned for this amazing onboarding call that we have designed for you. And we can just wish you all the best and hope you are able to take a wise decision, start 3FO as early as possible and make the most of it. Thank you, everybody, and that will be all from the training side. We'll give you the rest of your evening. Thank you.
¿Cuánto crees que cuesta esta cama?